Hello guys, and welcome to part 2 of the question and answer video. So we're going to crank out the rest of the pages here. Got about 2 pages and a quarter here. So we're going to crank those out right now. So let's get started here on the rest of the questions that you guys posted in the private messages. So let's get started here. Is there any type of way that you can get duct tape wholesale, or a place or website that has discounted duct tape? Not really. There are a few websites online where you can get discounted duct tape with wholesale prices, just because if you buy, you usually have to buy a lot of it, just because duct tape is one of those items where you have to buy a lot of. But if you do some research on Google, you probably can find a few spots where you can get duct tape pretty cheap if you buy like a whole case of it, for example. But you're obviously going to be spending a decent amount of money. You could be getting a lot of tape. If that's what you want, though, you can do. What is your name? My name is Jonathan. That's I think I introduced myself a while back, but that's my name. How many creations have you made, including wallets? Well, I made about 60 to 70 wallets, but all my videos I've obviously made the creation that I've made in my tutorials. So I'd say probably somewhere around maybe 100, maybe 110, because I make, like, in every one of my tutorials I'm obviously counting that creation that I've made in that tutorial, and probably a prototype that I made beforehand. So maybe somewhere in between 110, 130, somewhere around there. Not a crazy amount over the years, but a decent amount. Do you have a basic to advanced wallet design? If so, could you make a vid playlist for them? I do have a basic bifold wallet tutorial up. That's pretty much the basic form of how to make a bifold wallet. If you guys are talking about actual designs, I do have a playlist for duct tape decoration videos on the channel, so you guys can actually check that out. It does go in order more or less from most basic designs to most advanced designs. Like, it starts off with just using like stripes and squares and stuff like that, and then goes up to like graduating to like stenciling and layering and puzzle decoration and stuff like that. So you guys can check out that playlist on the channel. That is one of the main playlists, and there's about 7 or 8 videos in there. There should be. Can you do an in-depth video, how-to video on making a different characters out of duct tape, such as your Sonic wallet? I do have the videos up on how to do puzzle decoration and layering decoration, but the reason I have those videos up is because I want to show you guys how to make those designs. But I get tons of requests to make videos on specific designs, but that's the thing. Since I get tons of requests, I can't dedicate like 300 videos to making 300 separate designs. So I try to show you the methods to make those designs, and then point you in the direction of those videos. In the future, I might be able to do specific videos on really popular designs, like, for example, the Sonic wallet and the Monster logo and stuff like that, but it's not coming right now. But if I do in the future get the urge to do that, I might be able to post those kinds of videos. How do you make it so that there's no fold-over lines on the wallets? There's a combination of a few things you can do. Sometimes it's kind of a luck of the draw. Sometimes duct tape kind of messes with you in the fact that, when you fold it, it just have more creases than usual. Usually when you're making, like, for example, bifold wallet, you can make the front piece that you would normally be folding in the center of the wallet, in the middle. You can cut that a little bit shorter on each end, so that when you attach it, when the wallet folds, that piece of duct tape isn't pulled towards the center of the wallet, as it normally would be if they were both the exact same size. So that might make it give a little bit of more room to fold, and it might not make a giant crease on the wallet if that's what you're looking for. So by cutting that front sheet, the one that would be folded inside the wallet, out of those 2 sheets, you got to lay them down on top of each other. The front one might be, if you cut that a little bit smaller when you fold it, it might be able to. You won't get as many creases as you normally would. Do your friends craft with duct tape as well? Not really. I don't think I really have any friends who are really crazy into duct tape as much as I am. It's not really obviously a well-known craft, but I've tried to get a few people into it over the years. When you stop using your black wallet, do you think you could send it to me? Well, I'll be using my black wallet for a decent amount of time from now on. I'm sure I'll probably get at least a few more years out of it, but it kind of has a sentimental value to me, so don't think I'm really going to part with it at that time. Do you know how to make duct tape braided bracelets? Well, pretty much when you're making duct tape braided bracelets, you make them pretty much the exact same way that you make bracelets, like with the weaving ones that I was showing you how to make. Like, if you guys know how to make a duct tape woven wallet, you'll make the exact same thing with bracelets, except instead of making like a wallet size sheet that you would weave, you would make it much smaller, like a wristband sized, and then weave it around. And that would be pretty much how to make a duct tape woven bracelet. When is the next collections video coming out? That's a pretty popular question. Probably within the next few weeks or so. I'm trying to get a few wallets created for that, just because there's a lot of stuff happening in college right now. Like, professors are just finding out that they only have a few semesters left. I mean, a few weeks left. So they usually start cranking out more homework. So you guys in school don't really have to deal with that too much, but in college you do. How do you get that camera angle to be in front of you? Do you reach over your camera when you're making a duct tape video? Not really. Usually when I'm working at my workstation, say this is the workstation, I have the camera on the tripod like it is right now, stationed right about here, and then it actually films right down next to the workstation. Sometimes I have to kind of crunch my hands in just a little bit because the tripod's sitting right there and get my hands in the shot, but usually it's kind of just focusing right there, and I have it right up against the table so that it's able to film exactly what I'm trying to get on the video. Why is it that when guys have a roll of duct tape and a girl is there that they always end up wanting to duct tape the girl up? Maybe because they've seen too many YouTube videos that where people duct tape people to walls and stuff like that. Don't really have an answer for that, but I've never had the urge to tape someone up to a wall, but whatever. How long do you spend on an average duct tape project? For wallets, usually it's about 10 minutes to make the wallet, 10 to 15 minutes to make it, and sometimes the decoration can take anywhere between 2 hours, sometimes up to 3 hours, depending on if it's a really complicated design. The backpack, probably somewhere between 2-3 hours, somewhere in between that. The maximum I think I've ever spent on a project is about 3 hours, so that's about the most amount of time. How many wallets have you made and sold? I made, like I said, about 70 to 80 in my other video. I've sold a grand total of 0, so I don't have any intention of selling them anytime soon. How many different duct tape projects have you made, and what are they? Probably all the different kinds of things that are in my videos. So if you look at all those, probably about it's about 70, maybe not that many, 40 to 50 different things as well. You know, that's wallets, trifold wallets, for example, and stuff like that. A decent amount, a lot of different stuff that's on the channel. If you guys want to check out all those videos. What inspired you to start making duct tape videos? Like I answered that in my other video, like my friend showed me the wallet, and that pretty much inspired me to make stuff out of duct tape and then eventually make videos on it. Do you live in Florida? No, I wish I did, because it's nice and warm down there most of the time. I actually live in Pennsylvania, where it's a little chilly right now, but it's not too bad. When exactly do you think we'll be composing the next contest? Probably within the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to work out some of the problems that plague the other contests, so we're going to try to work for another 2-3 weeks, and we'll have another contest up. Do you custom wallets, like regards to making designs? I do custom wallets in the sense where I guess like I kind of get requests from you guys, and then I kind of make the wallets in my collections videos. But in regards to selling them, no, I don't actually make custom wallets and sell them to anyone. There's a plane going over. When will you have a tutorial for duct tape shoes? Probably, hopefully pretty soon. I'm still working on the prototypes for that, but hopefully within the next 2-3 weeks I'll be able to make a prototype shoe and then be able to feature that in a tutorial. So that's the end of page number 1, so let's move on to page number 2. So, page number 2, how often do you make a new wallet or other duct tape object? Probably at least once every couple days I try to make something new to add to the collection, so once every couple days. Also, how long does it take you to make a simple but decent wallet? I'd say probably about 8 to 10 minutes if I'm really trying to make it as fast as possible, but usually about 15 if I'm making sure that everything looks really nice and clean cut and everything. Do you watch other duct tapers videos on a regular basis? Actually, yeah, I do. I actually usually try to scan YouTube and see what other duct tape things have been made and what people are, taking from the channel and making their own designs and stuff like that. Plus, I watch all the videos that you guys send me through private messages and stuff like that as well. Would you ever make an Elmo wallet? Yeah, actually I'm trying to incorporate some of the Sesame Street characters into one of the next collections videos, so I'll be trying to work on that eventually. When's your next contest? I answered that. What's the biggest thing you made out of duct tape? Probably my backpack. I think it's the biggest thing so far. What's your gamer tag? I play Xbox, but I don't actually play Xbox Live or anything like that, so I don't actually have one. Also, can you please make a tutorial for a Monster Energy wallet? I pretty much covered that. Like, I can't make designs, at least at the moment, on specific tutorials on specific designs. Have you ever thought of making something really weird out of duct tape? Well, pretty much all of the things, kind of like gloves and shoes, are, I think, probably classify as kind of weird, but something really far out there, not really. I try to think of things that are actually practical that I can put into tutorials for the channel. So nothing really crazy, but least not yet. Do you like magic? Because I like magic. I used to be kind of interested in magic when I was young, like being a magician. I put on a few little little shows for your friends and stuff like that. But I always was kind of disappointed that there was an obvious trick behind it, and that kind of put me off a little bit, because it was kind of like, well, it's just a simple trick behind it, and you just go through great lengths to conceal that trick and to make it look like magic. So that really never caught on with me when I was younger. Do you have a job? If so, what do you do? Yes, I actually work at my local hospital in food services. I put together beverages for a tray line and deliver food to patients and stuff like that. Has nothing to do with duct tape at all, really. Do you do custom wallets? I answered that. What's your name? Where are you from? Once again, my name is Jonathan. I'm from Pennsylvania. How many wallets have you gave away or sold? I haven't sold any wallets, but I have given away 3 so far. All 3 of them to friends, and all 3 of them were custom made for friends. But I haven't, obviously, I didn't charge them for it or anything like that. What kind of camera do you have, and what do you use to edit your videos? What we're filming with now is a Canon PowerShot IS-A3000 or something like that. It's basically just a simple digital camera with video capability. It's not a camcorder or anything like that, but I will be getting a decent camera eventually, so I will be able to film in widescreen and stuff like that. So we'll hopefully be upgrading pretty soon here. And I used to edit my videos, I use Windows Live Movie Maker, and that's pretty much upgrade from Windows Movie Maker, which I had on my old computer. Windows Live came with my new one. How do you know when the next contest will be? I answered that. How do you get canola oil or something really sticky off of duct tape? I guess you could try to use like Gooby Gone or something like that, but you can try to just wash it off, because duct tape is pretty waterproof, so you might be able to wash something really sticky off that way. How did you get your channel this big? I would say Ducttapestuff is probably as big as it is right now, because previous to Ducttapestuff there was no channel on YouTube that was dedicated to making tutorials and showing people how to make stuff out of duct tape. And now that Ducttapestuff is, well, that's pretty much what the philosophy behind the channel was. And now it's pretty much become so big because people have noticed that Ducttapestuff is the place where you can find all kinds of stuff to make out of duct tape. So that's probably why it's so big as it is now. I play on a lacrosse team, and we're all going to a big tournament. I want to make them all something out of duct tape. Any suggestions? If you feel like making a decent amount of wallets, you could probably make just a bunch of simple wallets and put like some lacrosse logo or a lacrosse sticks or something like that on them. That would be pretty neat. Can you make duct tape boxing gloves? I suppose you could if you put like some padding and everything inside it, so like some foam or some like I'm not sure what you call it, the stuffed animal they put in stuffed animals, that foam stuff. So you might be able to do that. I'll try to see if I can work that into a tutorial eventually. Can you make a video on how to make a duct tape CD case so it won't get scratched? I actually do have a tutorial coming for how to make a duct tape CD case, so stay tuned for that. When did you first start this YouTube channel? I started on November 7th, 2008, so a little over 2 years now. Could you make a hockey team wallet like the LA King symbol? I'll add that to the list of design requests, just like a lot of people have already gotten. So I'll add that to the list. How do you get that over-the-shoulder view on your vids? I explained how to do that. Do you plan to possibly make a Ducttapestuff website in the future? I would say probably not, just because the YouTube channel is pretty much the main Ducttapestuff website. So, can you make me a wallet? It would mean a lot to me. Unfortunately, I don't make wallets and send them out to people just because I get a lot of requests to do that, but through contests I will be giving out stuff to people. So if you win a contest, you'll be getting something from me, like Duct Tape Brothers did in his last, when he won the contest. How do you get your wallet so even? I would say probably a lot of attention to detail, just making sure everything lines up when you stick everything together. That's pretty much how everything comes out nice, clean, and even. So that's pretty much all the questions for the first question and answer video. This is part 2. Obviously, you guys watched part 1 the other day. And hopefully I'll be doing a few more of these in the future if you guys have some more questions. But if all the questions in my inbox now, I'll just answer as normal private messages. And I'll catch you guys next time on the channel. So take care. Have fun making stuff out of duct tape. I'll see you next time.